I think that to welcome us to the Deep South, a storm was created in our honor.
We were in the middle of the biggest thunder and lightning storm that either of us have ever experienced last night. Luckily, under the protective shelter.
Overhang, we've got water, we've got ice cold showers and power, and we get to wait out the coolest storm I've ever been through.
That we have ridden probably close to 2,000 miles on our bicycles. All of that is crazy.
I feel very fortunate to be able to see how other places in our country and our world do things. Because I think that the way to actually make humanity work is to observe and be aware of what works and what doesn't work.
Texas continued to prove everyone wrong in its landscape and people. It was lovely. It was really, October, I think, was one of the most beautiful months of my life. And for that, I am very grateful.
If we don't have enough water, if we don't have enough food, and disease is rampant, it's not working. To choose what works and put it into action.
And now we start chapter 3 of this big adventure.
I'm happier than I've ever been. I know myself better than I ever have. I like myself because I feel like I've unlocked some potentials that I didn't even really know were going to be able to be present. Made some decisions about my life, and I've laughed a lot.
The Mississippi River is big. When ferries don't work, you end up waiting around a really long time until the ferry's working, because building a bridge across that puppy is no small task.
Losing a cord between the power source and the camera, which became brittle and snapped, was decommissioned. And so for 2 weeks, I've had no use of the camera except plugged in once.
The fields we were passing by were literally Van Gogh paintings. Louisiana got super photogenic for me all of a sudden. And there's water everywhere, and a lot of the roads are just sinking, and a lot of them have tree roots underneath them, and they're just patched together, all kind of messy. So you're bumping all over the place and fighting the headwinds, and I was just having a great time.
There's all kinds of crazy food with really good-hearted, wild, down-home people. It's Louisiana.
I've actually done a pretty good job of sampling some of the local fare, which is important. That's important when you travel. That's a huge part of actually experiencing a place, is the food.
Because there's people 2 months back that might not think we even remember them, that we love and adore.
Why are there 500 cups on the side of the road in one day's worth of riding? How have we not figured out as humans how to not do that to our planet?
It turned into what we would call the Abraham Lincoln beard, and we decided to cut it off in stages. It wasn't Halloween, but it was even better because I was just the weird guy with no shirt on cutting off my beard while everybody was sitting around having a beer.
I spend a lot of time thinking, and I think you should join me, because pure thought is one of the great neglects. It's diluted, polluted, interrupted, abbreviated, always. Rain, like a shower at times, soaked through my weather-resistant jacket, drenching my skin and biting me with the intensity of its cold. And I remember how patient I was, how I laughed out loud at the state of it all. And I realized how much I've grown since San Diego. And I wonder, why haven't I given myself this opportunity before? What unlearned lessons have I missed? And who would I be today if my life had been full of more of this? And then I wonder, How many people will go their whole life without ever pausing for a moment to grow however they choose, to live and listen to the inside? Because the inside is where the gold is. We are in Baton Rouge at the lovely abode of Greg and Hillary, some of the most generous people that we've spent time with on this trip. I think they've really been spoiling us here. And they have a dog who, if my dog weren't the coolest dog in the universe, it would be Tia. From homebrew, breakfast delivery, to loaning us their car so that we can go on a day trip down to New Orleans.
Treat you oh so bad.
Yeah.
But I did anyway.
Anyway.
What's up? What's
Hey.
up, Gar?
So, hey, Sparks.
Yeah.
What are we doing right now?
We are driving to New Orleans. Nolans.
Nolans. Yeah. And what are we doing in Nolans?
We're gonna hang out with the one and only Kaylee Beth Gersley.
Kaylee Beth Gersley from New Orleans. This is my humble abode where I live with my lovely roommate Emma Jane, who's right there. I'm a student at Tulane, and I'm wearing an awesome dinosaur backpack. It makes me really happy.
We're getting a driving tour of New Orleans.
You got here by pedaling a bike. You pedaled here from California. That's so far.
Welcome to the Tree of Life. In Mahoney's Po' Boy shop on Magazine Street in New Orleans. Get excited. I'm having a catfish po' boy. It's gonna be a beautiful thing.